The one thing I wanted to talk about today, my thing or whatever we're calling this part,
Yeah.
is I was kind of reminiscing with a friend the other day, and we were talking about like games and things like that, and it was making me think of like the outdoor games we played.
Mhm.
And I know last week we kind of talked about toys we had when we were children and comparing to them to like what children have today.
Mhm.
But when I was a kid in the neighborhood with the other neighborhood kids, we'd play some of these games. I was wondering if you've heard of any of them because I thought that the very first one I'm about to mention
Mhm.
was something that my friend and his cousin made up.
Yeah.
But since then, I've heard other people say that they played it. And so now I'm starting to think, how many people actually played this?
Yeah.
You ever heard of a game called Sardines?
No.
Okay, so it's like the reverse of hide and go seek.
Okay.
So at least the way we played it. And the way we played it was you get a bunch of kids and one of the kids hides, or I guess a bunch of people. You can play this with adults if you want.
Mhm.
But then somebody hides and then everybody else looks for that one person.
Mhm.
Now, when they find that person, they have to hide with them. And so the whole point is to not be the last person to find the people. So when you're picking a hiding spot, you kind of have to pick like a hiding spot that's big enough for other people. So, let's say there's 5 people. Well, then you're going to want a hiding spot big enough, not just to encompass yourself, but 3 other people along with that and stay hidden. And it's kind of fun because you're hiding with like other people and you can see like normally the person that's looking for you. And,
Yeah.
they might be like, oh, they just walked by again. Like they're never going to find us in here
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that as a kid?
No, I never played that. No. It sounds similar. My kids play a game called Ghost in the Graveyard, which is similar because like one person hides and everybody else has to find them. But I think when they find the person, or the first person to find them is the next person to hide.
Huh.
So similar, but like I haven't seen them. Maybe they're playing it wrong because maybe they are supposed to like join the hider.
Huh. And I think the first person to find in sardines is the next person that gets to be like the hider also. Yeah. I think you know what? Now that you say it, that does sound like
Yeah.
the rule.
Yeah.
Another game we used to play quite a bit, and I wasn't 100% sure of the rules. You know how time fades memories.
Yeah.
I remembered it, but I only half remembered it, and I was trying to think, how exactly does it work? And I looked up the rules here so we can go over them. But did you ever play the game Spud?
Oh yeah. I used to love that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would play that all the time.
Yeah.
And when I'm looking at the rules are actually a little different than how we played it.
Okay.
So the rules I found online, they say everybody stands close to each other. So we'd always stand like in a circle.
Yeah.
And then somebody throws the ball in the air. And when the ball goes in the air, the person throwing the ball in the air shouts out a number. Now, that's what the rules online said.
Mm-hmm.
We always used to pick categories.
Okay.
I don't know. It just felt like more fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I remember one time the category was houses. And somebody said, oh, I'm going to pick mansion. And somebody else picked like trailer. And then somebody picked like farmhouse or something like that. And there was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And then you tell all the answers to the person with the ball.
Okay.
And then they throw the ball up in the air and they're like farmhouse.
Yeah.
And then everyone scatters. And then the way the rules online read is it says the person with whose number who was called quickly gets the ball and shouts Spud. Now, we would, if somebody like said farmhouse, the person who's picked farmhouse, they would run and get the ball, and everyone else could scatter as far as they wanted or as far as they could get until you got the ball, and then you scream Spud, and then everyone else freezes. And now on here, it says that the person with the ball can make up to 4 steps
Yeah.
towards.
Yep. I remember that part.
We never played that way. We always just froze in place and had to throw it
Oh wow.
from there.
Oh okay.
But then whoever gets hit, well, if they get hit, they can't move their feet, but they can dodge
Yeah.
like out of the way, or they can catch the ball. Now, if they catch the ball, then the person throwing it gets a letter.
Yeah.
And if they just dodge it, then I think the person throwing it gets a letter. And then if they hit the person, then the person who got hit gets a letter. And it's just basically the first one to spell the word spud, like
Yeah.
the game of horse kind of. And we used to play that all the time.
Yeah.
And I just remember like a lot of like fond memories of like, does someone have a ball? We can play spud.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so you definitely played that when you were a kid.
Yeah, definitely played that one. And I don't remember like the initial category. Like that part's not doesn't seem familiar. Like when you first throw the ball up and catch it, I thought that you just said something else or like stop or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember a category, but that could just be me.
Well, the online rules are saying that everyone has a number or something. They pick a number.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We never heard the number
Yeah.
thing. We'd always just pick a category, and it could be anything like cars or sports or something. You know, we just make something up.
Yeah, but I do remember like the person having 4 steps they could take closer because the steps used to be spud. So it used to, yeah. And then
You have to spell it as you step.
Yep.
That's what the online rules said.
Yeah.
We didn't do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun.
Or
Yeah.
maybe I'm misremembering again.
Yeah, but yeah, fond memories of that too. Because when I was a kid, we did play that a lot.
Okay, now the last game that I thought that we made this up because I haven't heard anyone else play this except for like when I introduced the game to them.
Yeah.
But my cousins, well, I should say my aunt and uncle, they have a swimming pool, and in the summer we'd go over there sometimes to swim in the pool, and they would have like a bunch of like inflatable toys, like they had like a Shamu thing, and they had like some inner tubes and stuff, and we would blow them up and throw them into the pool, and then myself and my sister and my cousins, we'd get a penny, and all the other kids except for one kid would look the other direction, and then the one kid would take the penny and hide it somewhere in the pool. And then they would stand in the shallow end and be like, okay, I'm done, go. And then everyone else had to turn around and figure out where the penny is. We called it Find the Penny. It sounds stupid, but it was a lot of fun. And we would say warmer, colder, and people would look all over the place. One of my favorite hiding spots was in the deep end. They had like a light in the pool, and I would hide it right on the top of the light.
Yeah.
Or I would hide it on, there was like a ladder in the deep end, and I would put it on like one of the rungs of the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I mean, did you guys ever play anything like that?
So yes, we did.
So we did not make this game up.
Yeah, I don't think that you made that up. Well, I mean, I don't think it's like a.
And you played it in a pool.
Yeah, we played it in the pool. I don't know
Okay.
if it's like a nationally recognized game or whatever, like Spud.
But it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we used to like, take a penny and like hide it in the pool. Sometimes we would even like, I remember this part more is like a couple people like having their back face the pool and then throwing the penny over your head, or somebody else randomly just throwing it in the pool, and then it was a race to try to find the penny. So yeah, very fun.
I remember my cousin put it several times. She put it right next to the drain of the pool.
Yeah.
And, I want to say their pool was like 8.5 feet deep or something like that. But to a little kid to swim that deep.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And so we all had like goggles or face mask or something.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking, where is it? I can't find it. Please don't be by the drain because I got to go get it. One time I thought it would be a good idea to put it on the down slope from the what would you call it, the shallow end to the deep end.
Yeah.
Except for as soon as I let it go,
Yeah.
it slowly slid down. And I was like, no. And they found it pretty fast. But there was like a pattern on the bottom of the pool. And I thought maybe it would be confusing. It wasn't. It was just in the middle of the pool.
Nice. Yeah, there was a lot of like fun games that we had to do to entertain ourselves outside as kids.
Yeah. A lot less apps and a lot more just let's make some crap up.
Yeah.
Yeah.